Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, boys and girls. Welcome back to another new class of distance learning program. Dear students, my name is Sayyid Faraz Hassan. I am your mathematics instructor. With me, I have my team, the team of subject specialists, Sir Ashraf Ali and Miss Shabana Salman. My dear students, boys and girls, we have been discussing this topic called trigonometrical ratios. This is from your school book, Maths Book 2. It's chapter number 11. Dear students, what we have discussed earlier about this, okay, I told you trigonometrical ratios are you must have seen in your calculator the three functions called sin, cos, tan. These are called trigonometrical ratios, right? And we apply these ratios on right angle triangles to find the unknowns. The unknowns may be the sides of the right angle triangle, or they may be unknown acute angles inside the right angle triangle. So, dear students, let's have a quick recap of what we have learned earlier. I told you that in order to understand the concept of these trigonometrical ratios, there are some three magical words. The three magical words are also called slang words. So, these magical words are so, ka, and tua. Now, whereas if you see the first three letters of these three words, S, C, and T, they they are just the first words of sine, cosine, and tangent. That is sine, cos, tan. Now SOH means sine of the acute angle that you can see in this figure. Sine A equals to, all right, O means opposite, H means hypotenuse, so it's opposite upon hypotenuse. It's given over here, boys and girls. Likewise, ka means cosine, cos of the angle A equals to adjacent upon hypotenuse. It's given over here. The third one, tua, tangent, tan of the acute angle A equals to opposite upon adjacent. This is it. So boys and girls, so, ka, tua are just the key words in this chapter. If you have a concept of these, how to apply these, how to use these, you can do any question in trigonometry. All right, boys and girls, so let's start our work. Learning objective for today. By the end of this lesson, inshallah, we will be able to apply trigonometrical ratios to find the unknown sides of right angle triangle. So dear student, this is exercise 11b, question number 4. Now you can see there is a right angle triangle given to you. The first thing, the three steps which you need to apply before solving this triangle. Step number 1, identify the names of the sides. Identify sides. That is the names of the sides. Step number 2, identify trigonometrical function, which you are going to apply over here. And step number 3, apply and solve. Apply the trigonometrical function and solve equation. Now, look at this. All right, what are the three trigonometrical functions? Again, you know that it's so, ka, and tua. Okay, now we can see in this triangle there are two unknowns. One is side C, one is side D. So we need to find out two unknowns. So we need to apply two trigonometrical functions. They may be sine or cos or tan, or sine or tan. No, we need to think and then apply these. Okay, first thing, identify the side. Now side opposite to 90-degree angle is called hypotenuse. The side in front of acute angle is called opposite, and the remaining side is called adjacent. So what we did, we identified the three sides. Identify the trigonometrical function. Now, when I'm finding when I'm finding C. Now as they are two unknowns, so you may make two columns, right? In the first column you may find C. Now this is C, and the side is adjacent and the given side is hypotenuse. You need to look for the trigonometrical ratio in which you have adjacent and hypotenuse. Adjacent and hypotenuse is in ka. So I'm going to apply ka. Okay, so let's apply it. Cos of the acute angle 43 degrees is equals to adjacent is C and hypotenuse is 16. All right, boys and girls. Now you cross multiply 16 on this side to get your answer of C. C is equals to 16 multiplied by cos 43. You are allowed to use calculator, boys and girls, so very easily you can use it to get your answer, and your answer is found to be 11.7 centimeters. All right, boys and girls. Now moving on to the next unknown, that is D. Now this is D. What side is this? This is opposite. So you need to look for the relation between opposite and hypotenuse. Again, look at the three trigonometrical functions. Opposite and hypotenuse, they come in so. So we're going to apply so for this. Sine of this acute angle 43 degrees is equals to opposite upon hypotenuse. Again, cross multiply D on 16 on this side. 16 multiplied by sine 43 gives you the answer for D. Therefore, you're allowed to use your calculator. 16 multiplied by sine 43. The answer is found to be 10.9 centimeters. All right, boys and girls. So there were two unknowns. Make two columns and find the unknowns. What are the three steps when you apply? When you are finding these, identify the names of the sides of triangle, that is hypotenuse, adjacent, and opposite. Then identify the trigonometrical function which you're going to use. And in the third one is apply that function and solve the equation. Finally, you'll get your answer. All right, boys and girls, the next part is D. Again, you see in this there are two unknowns, H and G. Step number one, identify the side. This is my acute angle. This is my 90-degree angle. That is the side in front of 90-degree angle is hypotenuse. The side in front of acute angle is opposite, and the remaining side is adjacent. So boys and girls, I need to find my adjacent side and opposite side. What is adjacent and hypotenuse, right? Now what is given to me? Only opposite side is given to me, and an acute angle 21.5 is given to me. So I need to look for the relation between opposite and adjacent in the first part, and in the second part between opposite and hypotenuse. What are the keywords? So and 2r. Okay, now the first unknown is G. I need to look for the relation between adjacent and opposite. Adjacent and opposite comes in 2r, boys and girls. So first part, make two columns, apply 2r in the first column so that you can get your answer of adjacent side. Tangent of the acute angle, that is 21.5 degrees, equals to opposite 8.9, and adjacent is G. Now you need to calculate G, cross multiply G on this side. So you have G multiplied by tangent 21.5 degrees equals to 8.9. Now dear students, what is unknown? G is unknown. You need to make it alone on the left hand side. Cross multiply tangent 21.5 on this side. So you have G equals to 8.9 divided by tangent tan 21.5. So finally, your calculator will give you your answer 8.9 divided by tangent 21.5. The answer is found to be 24.3 centimeters. Let me check it once again. Uh, 8.9 divided by tangent 21.5. Okay, so there, boys and girls, my answer is 22.3 22.3. Okay, that's the correct, 24.3 centimeters, that's the correct answer. Moving on to the next part, boys and girls, that is, what is unknown? H is unknown. I need to look for the relation between hypotenuse and opposite. Hypotenuse, opposite comes in so. So I'm going to apply so here. Sine of the angle 21.5 equals to opposite is 8.9 and hypotenuse is h. Now cross multiply h on that side. You have h multiplied by sine 21.5 degrees equals to 8.9. Now h is unknown. You can bring sine 21.5 on this side. So 8.9 divided by sine 21.5. So dear students, your answer is found to be, again you may use your calculator, 8.9 divided by sine 21.5. Your answer is found to be 24.3. 24.3. 24.3 centimeters. Okay. What was the first? The first one was G. G was ratio. I applied tangent over here to a, that is the relation between opposite and adjacent. Tangent 21.5 is equals to 8.9 upon G. We'll cross multiply G on this side. G multiplied by tangent 21.5 equals to 8.9. Then 8.9 divided by tangent 21.5. 8.9 divided by tangent 21.5. Our answer is found to be 22.3. Okay, I wrote it 24.3 mistakenly. The correct answer is 22.3. Boys and girls, please make this correction. It's 22.3 centimeters. This is the answer of G. And the next one is 24.3. So this is all. This is the question part D of question 4. Okay, boys and girls, this is another question number 6 of the same exercise. Now you see there is a composite figure. A composite figure is that figure which contains, which is a combination of other different figures. So basically, this is a big triangle, okay, that is PSR, that has been divided into 3 triangles. Now all the 3 small triangles are right angle triangles, whereas the big triangle PSR is not a right angle triangle, right? So what they have done, they have divided into 3 triangles, and all the 3 triangles are right angle triangles because they all contain a 90-degree angle in it. Can you see this 90-degree angle at T? There is another over here, and at Q also there is a 90-degree angle. So all these 3 small triangles are right angle triangles. So you can apply, you need to take each triangle and you will be applying the trigonometrical functions to get the unknowns. Now, in the figure, QS is 25. Can you see it in the figure? It is over here. Angle QSR 45 degrees, that is also given to you, 45 degrees. Angle QST 60 degrees, you can see it 60 degrees over here. This is a 60-degree angle. Now find the length TQ. Find the length TQ. Okay, this is the length TQ, right? I'm putting a small tick just to make sure that you can see it. All right. Now, in order to find the length TQ, which triangle you're going to take? Obviously, you're going to take the middle triangle because there are some values visible to you over there. So if I'm taking in triangle TQS. Okay. Now I'm just drawing it again just for your understanding. You're not required to draw it again. If you have a clear understanding, you can do it directly. All right. So this is a 60-degree angle. Then this is a side, that is the hypotenuse 25. And what are they asking us? They're asking us to calculate this length TQ. So the first thing, you need to identify the names of the side. The side TQ is in front of 60 degrees, so it is an opposite side. 25 is the hypotenuse. You need to look for the relation between opposite and hypotenuse, that is SOH. Sine 60 degrees equals to, so opposite upon hypotenuse, that is opposite is TQ and hypotenuse is 25. Cross multiply 25 on this side, therefore TQ is equals to 25 multiplied by sine 60 degrees. Your calculator will help you to get this answer, boys and girls. 25 multiplied by sine 60. So therefore the answer is found to be 21.7 centimeters. That is the first answer, 21.7. Okay. All right. Now, what is the next part, boys and girls? It's PT. Now, you need to look for it. Okay, how are you going to find the second part, PT? First of all, you need to identify the names of the sides. But before identifying the names of the side, you need to identify the triangle by which you can find out PT. PT is located in this triangle. All right. So you can see the side P, but unfortunately, there is no value visible there. Although we just found 21.7, so we can write here 21.7, but still there is no acute angle given to you over there so that you can find the length PT. So boys and girls, you need to find acute angle in that triangle to find out the unknown side PT. How will you find out the acute angle inside the triangle PTQ? Okay, for doing that, what can you do? You can take the big triangle PSQ. Okay, PSQ is the big triangle. I'll draw it here for your understanding. This is P and this is S. And look at this. Can you see this triangle? Q, P, Q, S. I'm talking about this triangle, boys and girls. So by using this big triangle, there is a 60-degree angle given to you. There is a 90-degree angle over there. It's over here. We know that it's a straight line. PQR is a straight line. Angles on a straight line. The sum is 180 degrees. If one angle is 90 degrees, so the other angle is also 90 degrees. Now we know that the sum of three angles inside a triangle always equals to 180 degrees. So you can calculate the value of angle P over here. Angle P is equals to 180 degrees minus 90 minus 60. 180 minus 90 is 90, and 90 degrees minus 60 degrees gives you that angle P is equals to 30 degrees. So boys and girls, this angle is 30 degrees. I can write it here, 30 degrees. Okay, now look at the triangle PTQ. In the triangle PTQ, in triangle PTQ. Okay, now what is unknown? I'm doing part 2 now, finding PT. This is part 2. I'm doing it here. Okay, so what can we do? We can apply so, ka, or tua to get our answer, because we have now acute angle 30 degrees in the triangle PTQ. So I can see that I need to find out this side. What side is this, by the way? This is hypotenuse. This is opposite 21.5, so adjacent. So boys and girls, adjacent is required and opposite is given. So adjacent and opposite, they come in what? adjacent and opposite, they come in TOA, boys and girls. So we're going to apply TOA here, TOA. Tangent of the acute angle, that is the angle we just found, 30 degrees, is equals to opposite 21.7 upon the unknown side is PT. Okay, TOA. TOA, tangent 30 degrees is equals to opposite, that is 21.7 divided by PT, that is the adjacent side which we need to find. Okay, so now cross multiply PT on that side and tangent 30 on this side so that we can get our answer, boys and girls. PT is equals to 21.7 divided by tangent 30 degrees. Okay, now again you are allowed to use your calculator. Tangent 21.7 divided by, what is it? Sorry, 21.7 divided by tangent 30 degrees. Okay, so our answer is found to be 37.6 centimeters. 37.6 centimeters. This is the second part that we just found. That is by applying TOA, TOA, tangent 30 degrees is equals to opposite upon adjacent, cross multiply PT on that side, bring tangent 30 on this side, use your calculator, 21.7 divided by tangent 30 degrees, our answer is found to be 37.6 centimeters. All right, part 3 is, this is our part 3. What are they asking in part 3? Calculate the length PR. Now boys and girls, if you look for the length PR, PR is equals to PQ plus QR. PQ plus QR. PR is the big length and this is the length PR, boys and girls. Can you see this length PR? It is the combination of PQ, here is Q, PQ and QR. PQ and QR. So you need to add up the two parts to get your answer of the length PR. Now, how will you find PQ? You can find PQ from the triangle PTQ. Can you see this tick mark here? The first length PQ, as we did in part 2, as we took the triangle PTQ to find out part two's answer, that is PT, in the same triangle, there is also a length called PQ. So we can calculate the length PQ from the same triangle PTQ that is we used in part 2. All right. So uh, again, the first technique, identify the names of the sides. The names of the side are, we have an angle of 30 degrees, so 21.7 is opposite, and the side in front of 90 degree is opposite. So we can use the trigonometrical function. So in triangle PTQ, what we are doing, we are applying so. All right, that is sine of the angle 30 degrees is equals to opposite, that is 21.7 upon hypotenuse, that is PQ. In order to get PQ, cross multiply PQ on this side and bring sine 30 on the lower side, that is 21.7 divided by sine 30. Okay, boys and girls, so your calculator will give you your answer. PQ is equals to 21.7 divided by sine 30, and your answer is found to be 43.4 centimeters. This is not our answer, boys and girls. We have just found this much part. Again, QR is remaining, right? So in order to find QR, you can take the bottom triangle, that is SQR, in triangle SQR, in triangle SQR. All right, so again you can see there is a 45-degree angle There is a side given to you PS 25 centimeters and QR is remaining. So what can you do? You can apply trigonometrical ratio. We have got angle 45 degrees and we need to find opposite side. And adjacent side 25 is given to us. We need to find opposite side QR. So we will be applying TOA in this case again. So TOA, all right. Tangent 45 degrees is equals to opposite, that is QR, upon adjacent 25. All right, boys and girls, cross multiply 25. So we have QR is equals to 25 multiplied by tangent 45. So our calculator will give us our answer. 25 multiplied by tangent 45, the answer is found to be 25 centimeters. Finally, we found the two answers of PQ and QR. Go to plug in the value of PQ and QR over here, 43.4 plus 25. So we can add up the two numbers very easily. 43.4 plus 24, the answer is found to be 68.4. 68.4 centimeters. This is our answer number 3, boys and girls. All right. So hope this is clear to you. This was a very simple question. It was a big triangle given to us. Basically, the big triangle is a composite figure. It contains three more triangles. All three triangles are right angle triangles. So whenever you have right angle triangles, you can easily apply SOHCAHTOA to get your answers. Just apply SOHCAHTOA to get your answers individually on each triangle. And finally, in part 3, the length PR was required. So what I did, I got my first part PQ from the first triangle, that is PTQ, and I got the length QR from my last, the bottom triangle, SQR, and I added the two parts to get my final result of PR. This is at 68.4 centimeter. Hope the concept is clear. So boys and girls, this is exercise 11C. Use a calculator to find each of the following angles giving its trigonometrical ratios. Now what is an angle over here? Sine A is equals to 0.527. What is an angle, boys and girls? A is an angle. Sine A is equals to 0.527. What is an angle? It's an angle A. So you are required to find out the value of angle A. Okay, I'm writing it here, part A. Sine of the angle A is equals to 0.527. Now, in order to get this angle A, boys and girls, what do we need to do? We need to get rid of this sine function from this side, from the left hand side. When the sine function moves from the left hand side to right hand side, what happens? The sine becomes sine inverse. What it becomes? It becomes sine inverse. I'm writing it here. The sine function, when it moves on the right hand side, it becomes sine inverse. All right. And how we have an inverse function, we have a power of -1. So it becomes sine inverse, bracket open, 0.527. All right. Now, how are we going to use the sine function in our calculator, boys and girls? Sine inverse function. This is the second function. So press the shift key and then press sine. You'll see on the screen sine inverse function. A bracket opens, write down 0.527, close the bracket. So your result is found to be 31.8 degrees. That is the answer of angle A. Okay, what I did, I removed sine function from the left hand side and I shifted on the right hand side. When a sine function, cosine function, tangent function is moved from the one side to another, it becomes sine inverse. So sine changes into sine inverse. We applied a second function of sine. You'll see a sine inverse function on your screen. Press the equal sign. So finally you get your answer as 0.527. That is 31.8 degrees. Hope the concept is clear. Let's do one more part C of it. Tangents of angle C is equals to 2.56. So again, boys and girls, in order to calculate angle C, you'll move tangent on this side, and when tangent moves on this side, tangent becomes tangent inverse. Your calculator will give you this answer very easily. Just press the second function key, that is the shift key, shift and tangent. You'll see tangent inverse on your screen. Write 2.56, close the bracket, and your answer is found to be 68 0.7 degrees. Let me recheck it again. Shift tangent. I can see tangent inverse on my screen. 2.56 bracket close. The answer is found to be 68.7 degrees. So boys and girls, this is all for today. What have we learned today? We have learned about application of trigonometrical ratios to find the unknown sides of a right angle triangle. And we have also learned how to find angles by moving trigonometrical function from one side to another. When a trigonometrical function moves from one side to another, it becomes inverse of it, right? So there is an exit ticket. That is your homework, boys and girls. Again, you can see there is a right angle triangle. There are two unknowns, E and F. Make two columns, apply the two different trigonometrical functions, either so or ka or tua, to get the two answers. TK, hope you can do it easily. This is all for today. Thank you, dear students. Always be thankful to Almighty Allah for all His blessings. Attempt the homework right after this lesson. For a better understanding, you all are advised to see the video lesson once again. Leave a response. Take a good care of yourself. Have a nice day. Allah Hafiz, boys and girls. We'll meet tomorrow, inshallah.